I had a man walk into my apartment that I didn't talk about the other day.
Yeah.
And I remembered when I left here yesterday, I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't talk about the man walking into my apartment. But when I was home, so we have a keypad on our door. I mean, we live in a building with a doorman, whatever, but each individual apartment has like a keypad where you need to like type in the code to open your door. And
So
when
there's no keys.
No keys, it's a keypad.
Okay.
When you unlock it from the keypad, it locks back up automatically. But there's an app that we have on our phones that's connected to our door. And when you unlock it on the app, it does not lock back up.
When it closes.
We realized the other day when the man walked into our apartment. I was sitting on the couch watching a Southern Charm marathon on cable. And big t-shirt, no pants, sitting on the couch, hair soaking wet, just got out of the shower. And I hear the door open and I'm like, it's 11:30. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? And it was like a slow open. And then all of a sudden I see a dog walk in on a leash and the man to follow. And I was like, no. That's what came out of my mouth when he opened the door. I was like,
fair.
no, which is actually not a good sign for like, that's what I would do if there was an intruder. No. Like in that moment, I was like, wait, that's what came out of my mouth. But
what else is there really to say?
My instinct was like, he has the wrong apartment. So I was like, no.
You're just like, oh, get out.
And then he was like, oh, and he was really flustered. He walked into the wrong apartment. He didn't say anything. He just was like, oh, and then walked out. And it kind of took too long, awkwardly long, because the dog wouldn't leave and it was on a leash. So he had to like yank the dog out of the apartment.
Irrelevant question, but what kind of dog was it?
Like a foo-foo Pomeranian type dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not my style, but cute.
Yeah.
And it just took like a little too long to get out. And it was awkward, uncomfortable, and I hysterically cried as soon as the door shut. I don't know why. Just part of me was like so flustered. I was like, and then I was laughing after that. But like tears instantly fell from my eyes like, oh my God, what if? What if?
Yeah.
And I was not prepared at all. I gave a no. And I thought there was no plan of action when that man walked through the door.
And
Nothing went through my brain of how am I gonna get out of this?
Do you think that guy lives on your floor? Like, have you ever seen him before?
No, we haven't.
He might live on the floor.
Maybe he just got off the wrong floor.
Right, the wrong floor.
And just was like, sometimes you're just in a daze. And
That's
you
what
get off
I
the wrong.
did the other day. And like, I went to open the door and then looked at the number and realized it was the floor below me.
I don't blame him. Like, maybe there were other people. Yeah, that's...
My door is like right off the elevator, so I just get off the elevator and
And sometimes when the elevator opens to a floor and you don't realize, you think you're going to your floor.
Did you press the wrong number?
I swear I have no idea. No one else was in the elevator. I don't know how it went to 6. I must have.
Yeah, I mean, you must have pressed
the wrong number. You were in a daze.
Number.
Sometimes you're in a daze. And I guess that's what happened with this man. And I realized in that moment that I wouldn't be good when an intruder walks in. I need to figure out a plan. Well, now I'm
going to
make...
No, the plan is just to make sure
my door is triple locked. Yes.
I think the plan from there you should have run to your room and locked the door if it was an actual intruder. You know?
Right. But I don't know if you have time. And like, I was actually thankful I was on the couch because if I was in my room and I heard the door open and then heard it close, I would lock myself in the room until I knew it was safe. So
that's like when that lady walked into the hotel room I was at last year, remember? They gave her the same key to my room.
Right. Just throws you off when
like,
someone's in your space. And then right after that, I was like, I wonder if he thought the decor was cute. Like, I was like, if he didn't like, I'll be embarrassed if he didn't like our decor. you know?
I'm sure that thought did not cross his mind
at
the time.
This isn't my apartment.
No, but when I see a peek into other people's apartments,
oh yeah, you get curious.
I'm like, ooh, I like that. Ooh.
Yeah.
Like if they have their door open, which doesn't happen often, but sometimes people have that. I'm like, oh. You know, I don't open the door.
No, because I mean, in a big apartment building, a lot of the like layouts are the same. So it's like, it's just interesting to see how what somebody else did with that space.
Right. How did they decorate?
Yeah.
So immediately I was like, what if he's judging? You know? But glad everyone's safe, including myself.
You just got to get better with locking your door. And now you know.
I do lock my door, I thought.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
That was my first question because I feel like so many doors automatically
lock.
Lock.
No, apparently not.